smothered rage. These Englishmen who rule supreme, the undertaking they redeem, by stifling every harmless scheme in which we both engage. In which we both engage.
We think it is our turn.
We do.
We think our turn has come.
We do.
These Englishmen, they must remember to seek at once their native land. The king as heretofore we swear shall be beneath our thumb.
He shall.
Shall be beneath our thumb.
He shall, for this was me, and this was you. If you back me, then I'll back you. No, this won't do, and this was me, and this was me, and this won't do.
This won't do.
Gentlemen, this display of energy within the royal precincts is altogether unpardonable. What do you complain of?
What do we complain of? Well, through the innovations introduced by your flowers of progress, all our harmless schemes for making provision for our old age are ruined. Our matrimonial agency is at a standstill. Our cheap sherry business is bankrupt. And even our society newspaper, the Palace Paper, is practically defunct.
Defunct? Is that so, dear? I'm very sorry.
Are you aware that Sir Bailey Barr has introduced a law of libel, under which all editors of scurrilous newspapers are to be publicly flogged, as in England? 6 of our editors have resigned in succession. Now, the editor of a scurrilous newspaper can stand a good deal. He takes a private thrashing as a matter of course. It's considered in his salary. But no gentleman likes to be publicly flogged.
No, of course not. I shouldn't like it myself.
Then our burlesque theatre is absolutely ruined.
Dear, well, theatrical property is not what it was.
Are you aware that the Lord Chamberlain has declined to license any play that is not in blank verse and 300 years old, as in England?
And if that weren't enough, the county councillor has ordered a 4-foot wall to be built across the proscenium in case of fire, as in England.
It's so hard on the company, who are liable to be roasted alive. And this has to be met with enormously increased salaries, as in England.
You are probably aware that we have the contract to supply the entire nation with a complete English outfit. But whenever we present our bills, our customers plead that their liability is limited to a declared capital of 18 pence and decides to be dealt with under the Winding Up Act, as in England.
Gentlemen, this is most irregular. If you kindly formulate a detailed list of your grievances addressed to the Secretary of Utopia Limited, they will be dealt with at our next general meeting.
Am I to understand that we are defied?
That is the idea I intended to convey.
Defied! We are defied!
Take care. Remember our powers. Trifle with us and you die. If you think that when banded in unity we may both be defied with impunity, you are sadly misled of a verity.
If you value repose and tranquility, you resort to a state of docility or prepare to regret your temerity.
If my speech is unduly refractory, you will find it of course satisfactory at an early board meeting to show it up. Though with proper excuse you can trump me, you can wind up a limited company, you cannot conveniently blow it up. Whene'er I chance to baffle you, I also dance a step or two. Of this now guess the hidden sense, of this now guess the hidden sense. It means complete indifference.
Of course it does, of course it does. It means complete indifference.
Indifference, indifference, indifference.
A three-wheel dance on every move. We part and while we will conclude what this may mean. You all may guess it typifies remorselessness, remorselessness, remorselessness.
It means unruffled cheerfulness. It means unruffled cheerfulness. It means remorselessness.
He's right, we're helpless. He's no longer a human being. He's a corporation and we can't touch him. What are we going to do?
We will raise a revolution, repeal the Act of 62, reconvert him into an individual, and insist upon his immediate explosion. Ha! Ah, Tarara, come here. You're just the man we want.
Certainly. Allow me? What? That's rude.
Oh, we have no time for idle forms. You wish to succeed to the throne?
Naturally.
Well, you won't unless you join with us. The king has defied us, and as matters stand, we are helpless, and so are you. We need to devise a plot at once to bring the people around his ears.
A plot? Yes, a plot of superhuman subtlety. Have you such a thing about you?
Oh. No, I don't think I do. There's one in my dressing.
Oh, we can't wait. We must concoct one at once and put it into execution without delay. There is not a moment to spare!
With wily brain upon the spot of private plot, we'll plan the most ingenious private plots in private plots began. That's understood, so far we've got, and striking while the iron's hot. We'll now determine like a shot the details of this private plot.
Well,
I think we ought.
That much I never heard. Or any thought.
How utterly that's absurd.
I'll tell you how.
Why, what put that in your head? I've got it now.
Oh, take him away to bed. Just put him to bed.
Just put him to bed.
What, put me to bed?
Yes, certainly put him to bed.
But bless me, don't you see?
You listen to me, I pray.
It certainly seems to me.
Ah, this is the only way.
Rubbish absurd, you growl.
Oh, ridiculous stuff.
You drivelling bundle.
You're a vain old muff, you're a vain old muff.
You drivelling bundle.
You're a vain old muff, you're a vain old muff.
So far we haven't quite solved the plot. They're not a very ingenious lot, but don't be unhappy, it's yet on the time it will presently hit on the capital plot. Suppose we all.
Now there, I think you're right. Then we might all.
That's true, we certainly might. I'll tell you what. Perhaps when. Yes.
We will if we possibly can. Then on the spot, bang!
I like that part.
Rather than a capital plan.
Exceedingly neat and new.
Exceedingly new and neat.
I fancy that will do.
It's certainly very complete.
But are you sly, old sap?
Bravo, you cunning old man.
You're very ingenious, chap.
You intellectual soul.
You're very ingenious, chap. You're ingenious, chap. At last the capital plan we've got. We won't say how and we won't say what. It's safe in my not now what we will toddle and slyly develop this capital plot. At length the capital plan we've got. We won't say how and we won't say what. It's safe in my not now what we will toddle and slyly develop this capital plot.
Well, what do you think of our first South Pacific drawing room? Allowing for a slight difficulty with the trains and a little want of familiarity with the use of the rouge pot. It was on the whole a meritorious affair.
Oh, my dear Dramaleigh, it redounds infinitely to your credit.
One or two judicious innovations, I think.
Oh, admirable. The cup of tea and the plate of mixed biscuits were a cheap and effective inspiration.
Yes, my idea entirely. Never been done before.
Pretty little maids, the king's youngest daughters. But timid.
That'll wear off.
Young. That'll wear off. Here they come, by George. And without the dragon. What can they have done with her?
Oh, if you please, Lady Sophie has sent us in here because Zara and Captain Fitzbattleaxe are going on in the garden in a manner which no well-conducted young ladies ought to witness.
Indeed, we are very much obliged to her ladyship.
Are you? I wonder why. Don't tell us if it's rude.
Rude? We are obliged to Lady Sophie because she has afforded us the pleasure of seeing you.
I don't think you ought to talk to us like that.
It's calculated to turn our heads.
Attractive girls cannot be too particular.
Oh, pray, do not take advantage of our unprotected innocence.
Oh, pray, be reassured. You're in no danger whatever.
But may I ask, is this extreme delicacy, this sensitiveness, a general characteristic of utopian young ladies?
Oh no, we are crack specimens.
We are the pick of the basket. Would you mind not coming quite so near, thank you?
And don't look at us like that. It unsettles us.
And we don't like it. That is, we do like it, but it's wrong.
We have enjoyed the inestimable privilege of being educated by a most refined and easily shocked English lady on the very strictest English principles.
But, my dear young lady...
Oh, don't! You mustn't! It's too affectionate.
It really does unsettle us.
Are you really under the impression that English girls are so ridiculously demure? Why, an English girl of the highest type is the best, the most beautiful, the bravest and the brightest creature that heaven has conferred upon this world of ours. She is frank, open-hearted and fearless, and never shows in so favourable a light as when she gives her own blameless impulses full play.
Oh, you shocking story!
Not at all. I'm speaking the strictest truth. I'll tell you all about her. A wonderful joy our eyes to bless. In her magnificent comeliness is an English girl of 11 stone 2 and 5'10" in her dancing shoe. She follows the hounds and on she pounds. The field tells off, the muffs diminish. Over the hedges and broad she bounds, straight as a crow from fight to finish. At cricket her kin will lose or win. She and her maids on golden clover, 11 maids out, 11 maids in, and perhaps an occasional maiden over. Go search the world and search the sea, then come home and sing with me. There's no such gold and no such pearl as a bright and beautiful English girl. Her soul is sweet as the ocean air, for prudery knows no haven there. To find mock modesty, please apply to the conscious blush and the downcast eye. Rich in the things enjoyment brings, in every pure enjoyment wealthy, blithe as a beautiful bird she sings, for body and mind are hale and healthy. Her eyes they thrill with right goodwill, her heart is light as a floating feather, as pure and bright as a mountain rill that leaps and laughs in the highland heather. Oh, go search the world and search the sea, then come you home and sing with me. There's no such gold and no such pearl as a bright and beautiful English girl.
Then I may sing and play,
You may.
and I may laugh and shout.
No doubt.
Which maxims you endorse,
Of course.
you won't exclaim or fight.
Not I.
Then I may sing and play, and I may laugh and shout. You won't exclaim or fight.
Whatever you are, be that. Whatever you say, be true. Straightforwardly act, be honest in fact, be nobody else but you.
Give every answer at your character to unfurl, and when it is ripe, you'll then be a type of a capital English girl.
Oh, sweet surprise, oh dear delight, to find it undisputed right. Oh, musty rules is right, and art is wrong and nature right.
Oh, sweet surprise, oh dear delight, to find it undisputed right.
Oh, musty rules is right, and art is wrong and nature right.
When happy I with laughter glad, awake the echoes fairly, and only sigh when I am sad, and that will be my Dorelli. And right fish and Gilbert soon no longer be a prim, and when I wish to hum a tune, it needn't be a hymn.
No, 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 no.
It needn't be a hymn one.
Oh, sweet surprise, oh dear delight, to find it undisputed quite. Oh, musty rules is right, and art is wrong and nature right. Oh, sweet surprise, oh dear delight, to find it undisputed quite. Oh, musty rules is right, and art